This next voice that you hear, I have heard since my first air show. I'm talking about the voice of Mr. Ray Norton. Somehow he's managed to stay young. It's the fountain of youth.
I'd like to say it's clean living, Matt, but I'm not sure that I qualify for that.
We all know that's a lie.
Glad you're here, good sir, all the way from back Allen, Texas, to give us a little history lesson today. Isn't that right, Ray?
That's right.
Well, it's a great history lesson, and it's one that we all should know. And how better to learn history than actually seeing it for the first time?
And that's what they're about to see, Matt, as a matter of fact. Ladies and gentlemen and kids, close your eyes for just a moment. We're going to open a giant chamber of imagination, taking you back over 75 years. Imagine with me it's December of 1941. Europe is conquered by the blitzkrieg tactics of the German war machine. Britain is valiantly standing at bay. China and Japan are locked in total war. Half of the world is enveloped in bloody conflict, and incredibly, the United States of America is still asleep. Our giant chamber of imagination. Let's imagine that it's 7:55 a.m., December 7th of 1941. It's a peaceful Sunday morning over 70 years ago at a place called Pearl Harbor in the beautiful and serene Hawaiian Islands. How many of you have been to Hawaii? You know what it's like then. Beautiful weather, blue sky, stunningly white sand, beautiful blue seas. Very, very nice. And this day, December 7th, 1941, America's greatest fleet is awakening, with most of the fleet anchored within the confines of the harbor. You might be an airman, or a seaman, or an army soldier, planning to have your only day off. You might be going down to the beach for a little surf and sand. You might be going up into the mountains for a little hike and a picnic. Or you might be just hanging around the barracks or the ship, getting ready for the next week. You had absolutely no idea what was happening. The Imperial Japanese Navy approaches next week in the morning. It launches 183 fighters and bombers from Japan's first air fleet toward Pearl Harbor. So confident of total surprise are the attackers, supremely confident. As they approach the island, the coded signal indicating a totally successful raid is flashed back on the carrier task force before the first bomb falls. Tora! 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 Tiger! 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 A single remote radar station explained the incoming raiders, but mistook them for a flight of B-17s due in from the mainland. The B-17s arrive and, like America itself, find themselves in the middle of a war that had not been declared. Yes, this is 7:55 a.m., December 7th, 1941, and you are there. The surprise Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. Tora! 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 The attack from the Japanese aircraft carriers Akagi, Hiryu, Soryu, and two new carriers, the Shogaku and Sumigaku, lasts an hour and 45 minutes. As you see these airplanes diving down on the field, diving in with these torpedoes underneath them, you can imagine what it must have been like that fateful morning with 183 Japan's first air fleet. When the first bombs began to fall, Army Air Corps pilots Kenneth Taylor and George Phillips were just returning from a night on the town. These two brave pilots raced to their planes, which were fueled and armed with 30 caliber ammunition for aerial combat practice, and found themselves quickly in the middle of the real thing. The two second lieutenants caught up with the Japanese at Iwa, Marine base and auxiliary field close to Pearl Harbor and Hickam Field. After shooting down the Japanese like what you see coming in, Taylor and Phillips ran out of ammunition, landed in Wheeler Field near the center of the island. There, Taylor and Phillips were able to reload 50 and 30 caliber ammo and fuel and took off to fight again. These two brave pilots are credited with downing a total of 6 Japanese warplanes before their own planes were disabled. For their actions that infamous day, both pilots received a distinguished service cross. Listen to the sound of the explosions, the roar of the engine, the sound of air raid sirens and gunfire, and you can imagine what it must have been like that fateful day of December 7th, 1941. Tora, the surprise Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. At Pearl Harbor, and heaven feels the devastation on the eastern edge of Ford Island, in the center of the harbor. The California, Oklahoma, West Virginia, Tennessee, Arizona, and Nevada. The Japanese included torpedo bombers, just like you see going off to your left, with the torpedoes hanging underneath. The initial wave of Capes hit the Oklahoma, California, Nevada, West Virginia, and the Utah. These Capes were equipped with special shallow-running torpedoes designed specifically for this attack on Pearl Harbor. You see, the shallow waters of Pearl Harbor would not allow the operation of normal deep water torpedoes. The Cape torpedo bombs coming in through it, just like the ones that were there that day of December 7th, 1941. Then came the Val dive bomber, like you see, 1,700-pound armor-busting projectiles made for 16-inch battleship guns, but converted to aerial bombs. These planes dive down on the Nevada and Arizona. Anti-aircraft fire veered the valves away from the Nevada on the first wave, but the Arizona wasn't that lucky. A bomb from a Cape bomber stabbed the Arizona through her forward magazines and exploded, touching off more than 1 million pounds of gunpowder. A sailor on the Nevada watched the Arizona jump up at least 15 to 20 feet in the water and break in two, forever entrapping 1,200 in an underwater tube that remains in Pearl Harbor to this day. The ship sank in less than 3 minutes. Yes, this is Tora, the surprise Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. We've taken you back to that fateful day of December 7th, 1941. At Marine Air Force Station Iwa, PFC Melvin Thompson was on guard duty when 9 Zeros attacked the base. He stepped out of his guard shack, drew his .45 caliber pistol, and began firing on the Japanese Zero. A Japanese pilot, Yoshio Shiga, saw Thompson firing back with his pistol. Years later, Shiga remembered Thompson's tenacity and fighting spirit, describing the bravest American I have ever seen. Tora was the call sign. The surprise Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. All over the island, soldiers were bringing their weapons to bear in the fight. Anything they could get working. The 45 pistols we talked about a moment ago. Springfield rifles. In some cases, our soldiers were able to get 30 caliber and 50 caliber belt-fed machine guns into action, bringing down numerous marauding Japanese Zeros, valves, and Capes. But we were completely overwhelmed with 183 Zero Cape torpedo bombers, Val dive bombers from the Japanese air fleet. They caught us completely by surprise. 1941. The striking bombers, like you see right there, coming from the Japanese Zero. Tora, the surprise Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. Meanwhile, at Bellows Field, on the northeast coast of the island, more U.S. Army Air Corps pilots were racing to their Curtiss P-40 Warhawks. Just then, Japanese Zeros appeared and started strafing runs. One P-40 pilot was killed as he stepped into his cockpit. 2 other P-40s were down just as they got off the ground. The Japanese, you see, caught us completely off the ground at 7:55 a.m. December 7th of 1941. We had no idea they were coming. That flight of B-17, 16 of them, coming from the mainland, arrived and are immediately attacked by the marauding Japanese Zeros. In the confusion, the B-17s were shot at by friend and foe, and the frightened crew landed wherever they could, one of them in a pineapple field not far from Hickam Field. Yes, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. You won't see living history anywhere else than a performance by the Tora recreation group. recreating the surprise Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7th of 1941. We have taken you back to that fateful day. Tora, the King torpedo bombers with those special shallow-running torpedoes behind the special 1,700-pound armor-busting bomb. Yes, with those shallow-running torpedoes, the Japanese could not claim this was an attack of opportunity. This was an attack that was planned well in advance. And this attack started the American participation in World War II. We'll talk about that more in just a moment. Right now, Tora is the surprise Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor with Zeros making strafing runs. The King torpedo bomber coming in from the left, dropping the shelter running dropping the 1,700-pound bomb. We were completely surprised at 7:55 a.m. on December 7th of 1941, and we've taken you back to that fateful day. The surprise Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. Listen to the roar of the engines, the sound of the air raid sirens and gunfire, and you can imagine what it must have been like that fateful morning. One of the 16 B-17 pilots, a major landing trying to land, said, "What a hell of a way to enter a war. Out of gas, unarmed, and no place to land." 8 of the B-17s actually made it to Henry. At the conclusion of the attack on Pearl Harbor, more than half of America's entire naval fleet had been destroyed or damaged. Nearly 2,400 Americans were killed, over 1,200 wounded, and at the time, 960 were missing. 151 aircraft were destroyed as they sat on the ground. Virtually every U.S. military aircraft in Hawaii. 2 battleships, 3 destroyers, 2 light cruisers were destroyed. 6 battleships were damaged. Our greatest naval base lay in ruins, along with our complacency. The following day, December 8, 1941, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt announced our entry into World War II with these words to Congress, the citizens of the United States, and the world.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
Asshole, put your umbrella
United
down.
States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. It will be reported that the distance of Hawaii from Japan makes it obvious that the attack was deliberately planned many days or even weeks ago. The attack yesterday on the Hawaiian Islands has caused severe damage to American naval and military forces. No matter how long it may take us to overcome this premeditated invasion, the American people in their righteous might will win through to an absolute victory.
In the 44 months of fighting that followed, the United States sank every one of the Japanese aircraft carriers, battleships, and cruisers of the Pearl Harbor Task Force. Nagasaki, where the city's special armor-busting bombs were made, was destroyed by a U.S. atom bomb on August 9th of 1945, and when the Japanese surrender document was signed on September 2nd among the U.S. warships in Tokyo Bay was the West Virginia. Would you please join me in a moment of silence for all those who lost their lives standing on this day. We do not need to glorify war with this demonstration. We honor a time when our nation was strong and united. In the 3.5 years after this attack, we, the people of the United States, put 16 million men in uniform, built 100,000 fighter aircraft, 98,000 bombers, 24,000 transport planes, 58,000 trainers, 22 aircraft carriers, and over 1,000 floating ships and battleships to submarines, countless thousands of ground vehicles. We do this in appreciation of that dedication, determination, and effort. and extend our appreciation to the men and women fighting for our freedom today. We salute them all, past and present. A final salute coming from your right, from the Tora Squadron. Get your cameras ready. Members of the Tora Squadron, Tora leader Mike Burke from Galveston, Texas in 0115. Behind him, Patrick Hutchins from just south of Ellington Air Force Base in Houston in 0111. 118, Greg Eugene from Conroe, Texas. Behind him, Gate 310, Mark Dodd from Dallas. Gate 313, Bill Fear from Austin. And from Conroe, Doug Kerr in Val 78. And bringing up the rear, Dan Reedy from Pasadena, Texas in 0114. Gordy Webb from Michigan is IRO leader. My name is Ray Norton. I'm from down the road, Peace in McAllen, Texas. We are